The speech I chose to do my project on for Sports Illustrated's Sportsman of the Year was Peyton Manning's Emotional Sportsmanship of the Year acceptance speech. This speech is where Manning used all of ethos, pathos, and logos to use his persuasion method and to get his method across. Sports Illustrated is a magazine that is very famous for and is often known as the face of sports news and other social backgrounds. Enough on Sports Illustrated, let's talk about Manning. Manning is a NFL elite quarterback that plays for the team, the Denver Broncos, who has had in the past few years very successful seasons and postseasons. During these years, Manning captained and quarterbacked his team to very high success. He has had MVP seasons in multiple seasons and made it to the Super Bowl for the past year. The Denver Broncos are the used-to-be best team in the AFC, other than the Patriots, of course. This award meant so much to Manning because of his dad, Archie Manning, and what he meant for Sports Illustrated. This not only has sentimental meaning with his whole dad scenario, but being Sports Illustrated's best athlete in the world for the whole year is a very good thing to put on your resume. For this speech, Manning selected his own audience and only people that were important to him. These people included some teammates, family, past coaches, current coaches, general managers, Sports Illustrated, employees. Although that I am not a big fan of Manning, I feel as though that he used ethos, pathos, and logos, also known as the rhetorical triangle, very well in the speech to get his message across. Now I will show you certain clips in which Peyton Manning uses all three parts of the rhetorical triangle.
Mark said this event is normally in New York, so to have it here in Denver is certainly very special. You all have done a great job. I want to thank Peter King for being here. I've known Peter since I've come into the NFL. He and I sit and talk for an hour every training camp, and instead of him interviewing me, I get to interview him on what's going on around the NFL and all the other teams. So thank you, Peter, for being here. And I want to thank Lee Jenkins, the author who wrote this article. Lee, I really enjoyed our time together talking. So thank you for being here as well. John Lynch, thank you very much for your comments. Most of you know this. John Lynch played a huge role in recruiting me here to Denver. He went on and on about how great a city Denver was, about how nice the people were, and what a perfect place it is to live. And I certainly have found that to be true. John also said that he and his family would never leave here, which makes a lot of sense this past summer while John and his family moved to San Diego. In all seriousness, no, John is coming back to Denver next year. But John, I think you will be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame someday soon. In the Hall of Fame for friendship, you went in on the first ballot, and I'm very grateful you and Linda are here. And thank you for your kind words. I like to be brief tonight, but I would like to recognize a couple of people, thank a few others, and then talk a little bit about Sports Illustrated and my history with the magazine. I know it's a Monday night. People have to work tomorrow, and our coach has to be in bed by 9 p.m. So I will try to be brief. But this man was mentioned earlier, but he's been a great mentor to me, and he's always been a hero of mine. But I just want him to stand and be recognized. Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback John Elway is here tonight. The leader of our team, our head coach, Coach John Fox, is here tonight. I'm sorry, I'm kind of playing the role of the MC here. I would have asked Broncos play-by-play Dave Logan to do it tonight, but he said his voice is hoarse from saying the Broncos have to punt again on Thursday night. So a college teammate of mine, a great friend, guy just retired after an 18-year unbelievable career in Major League Baseball, Todd Helton, is here tonight. probably the best teammate I ever played with, a guy that I've known since we were juniors in college, a guy that I played with twice in Indianapolis and in Denver, who's just going to finish up a 15-year career in the NFL as a slot wide receiver. Brandon Stokely is here. The man who drafted me to play for the Indianapolis Colts, a man who was as loyal and supportive to me as anybody could possibly be, one of the best general managers of all time in pro football, someone I'll always be indebted to. Bill Polian is here tonight. I just want to apologize for the secrecy of the email invite that all of you received to this event. Those were Sports Illustrated's orders, and we followed them, that we could not disclose what this event was going to be about. So raise your hand if you thought tonight was a fundraiser. Thank you. I knew what the event was, and after I saw the email invite, heck, I thought it was a fundraiser. I can promise you tonight that we do not want your money. Although I'm sure Sports Illustrated wouldn't mind if you renewed your subscriptions later on tonight. I think if you do it tonight, you get a free sweatshirt with a picture of Peter King on the front and the back. I saw Peter wearing his earlier today. One guy asked me, he said he saw the email and he thought I was being inducted into a secret society tonight. I can assure you that's not going to happen either. We're not going to lower the lights, bring out some candles and some witchcraft, and do a live sacrifice of Thunder, our mascot, up here on stage. No, I'm here tonight to receive an honor that I do not think I deserve, but I gratefully and humbly accept. And the reason that all of you are here tonight is probably because somewhere along the way, you've been very nice to Ashley and me. And we want to tell you how much we appreciate that. Glad y'all are here to be a part of this special ceremony. To all the good folks in the Denver Broncos organization, from Mr. Bowen to Joe Ellis to John Elway, Coach Fox, Coach Del Rio, his staff, Adam.
Now I would like to fast forward to the speech a little bit to one of the most important parts.
Over and over and over again. Wondering what my dad was thinking at that time as a 21-year-old quarterback. I still look at the picture now, and now I simply wonder what in the world did he put in his hair. A lot about my father as a college player and as a pro player that I would not have known normally, things that made me very proud to be his son. Fast forward to 1993, 20 years ago this time, it's hard to believe, when Sports Illustrated sent a writer named John Ed Bradley down to New Orleans to do a story on me and my recruitment from college teams. On the cover, doing something kind of funny, running. Mom, just promise me when old Marshall's 12 years old and he comes to visit you that these are the two magazine covers you will show him. I want my son to think that I was actually fast with this iconic magazine. And I can't tell you what an honor it is to be named this 2013 Sportsman of the Year and join this list of unbelievable legends, from Roger Bannister to Arnold Palmer, Billie Jean King, Muhammad Ali, and just a couple years ago, a great friend of mine, University of Tennessee, Coach Pat Summitt. It means a great deal to me. I'll always cherish it. Thank you all for being here on this special night. God bless all of you, and go Broncos. Thank you.
Peyton Manning successfully used ethos, pathos, and logos in many different ways inside of his speech. He used ethos when he made people laugh. Manning is a credible speaker because he's a quarterback in the NFL and he is very good at what he does. He is a Pro Bowler and has had 5 MVP seasons. And in 2013, he was the best athlete or sportsman in the world. Peyton uses humor to connect with the audience. He uses sorrow and family to connect with them emotionally. Peyton Manning may have just said a speech about his acceptance of having Sportsman of the Year, but the message he was trying to get across was the real success of family and how dreams really do come true.